Okay, this is the third freaking time I'm doing this. Messed up the first time, second time, ran out of time, and it just stopped. That's a little bit aggravating. Anyway, so, there's a couple things that triggered me to do this movie review, and you can already see the title. And you're probably disgusted if you know me personally. Trust me, some people were shocked that I sat through this entire movie easier than I sat through a Serbian film. So, the movie that I shall be reviewing, and I have it on VHS, I've had it since I was like 8 or 9 years old, is Spice World. Yeah, get that. Yeah. Okay. A couple things triggered me to do this. One, not too long ago, my sister was flipping through the channels. Yeah, some people still do that instead of going to the guide. And then just stopped, and Spice World was on. And then, she stopped it for like 2 seconds and changed the channel. And it was when the movie just started. I sneaked off and watched the entire thing. And, because I was like, oh my god, I used to love this movie, watch it all the time. Yeah, I know. I'm like, my smile went, okay. Reason being, I was 8 or 9 years old when I first saw the movie. Saw it in theaters. Loved it. Begged for the movie when I found out it was coming out on VHS. Okay. Here's my observation. And I'd also like to thank one of the guys who posted a review about it, who bashed this entire movie, and I loved it. Because his bashing helped me open my eyes. Here's the thing. And like I said, I used to be a fan. Big fan. Got so into it, like, sang the songs, had all the little dolls, all the type of good stuff, CDs, but anyway. Like I said, I saw Mel B on America's Got Talent. My sister had the movie on one day, because, Mel B isn't judge on America's Got Talent. I really don't care, but some people don't like it for some reason. I just don't care. Okay, here's the thing about the movie. There's no plot. No. This entire movie pretty much revolves around, in a way, kind of flip-flops a little bit. Like, you think there's going to be a story, like, after they get done with their little concert or anything. And they run into Elton John. He doesn't really do anything, just says hi to them. And that's another thing. You just see all these little cameos throughout the movie. Some of them I don't even know. Because, it's just, British stars, or I just haven't heard of them. And, like I said, them acting is not that great. Speaking of acting, it's not great. It's not, I wouldn't exactly call it spot on, but I wouldn't call it terrible. It's just there, but there's nothing spectacular to make me really, really care. Or really, really won't. I just had to. I'm sorry. I know my friends are going to give me crap about this later. If you know me personally, feel free. Seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if you posted a bunch of stuff on my Facebook about this. Oh my god. Like I said, speaking of acting, Posh Spice actually won an award for this movie. Yeah, for the worst actress. I'm not kidding. She actually won something for that. It's called a Raspberry Award. Like I said, the acting in this movie is not great. You just see them play a concert, then at one point they have a little flashback when they used to live together, apparently. And I'm like, and I did research, and I didn't really find anything about them ever living together. That or maybe my research is off, but it doesn't take much to find anything about them. Then later on, I tried to take their friend out, then, later on they have to take the friend to the hospital. It's almost like it just shows like an everyday thing for them. It doesn't have like, in the trailer, they have that whole, is my skirt too short, we gonna save the world. No, they don't save the world. That's just a gimmick. So that makes you want to go see the movie. But the thing is, none of that really happens. It just shows like they at one point complain about people saying, oh, they're making this into stereotypes, blah blah blah, and then they go back to those stereotypes 2 seconds later. It just, yeah, like, that's when they flip-flop, and I'm like, why don't you just change? That would have made the movie a little bit interesting of, like, even telling kids, hey, you don't have to stick to a stereotype. Nah, man. But they do. For the rest of the movie. And then, you know, like I said, in the entire movie, it just shows two paparazzis, which are not even funny, and this tabloid that is out to destroy them. It sounds bad, but it's really just boring. And their acting is just as bad. It's just worse. You know, like I said, I was 8 or 9 years old. I used to be a fan. Not so much. You know, but if they had, like, you know, but don't get me wrong, if they had a, you know, cheap reunion tour, maybe I would, maybe. That's a big maybe. You know. Let's see. Not Robert Englund, although he probably could have saved the movie. Robert Ebert, that's it. He gave it like a 0.5. That is not good. Not good at all, not. He said it's one of the worst. He says it's bad. You know, and the next movie he said, you know, then he said, you know, he compared the Pussycat Doll movie to that. I personally thought the Pussycat Doll movie was better than that. Because you at least had a little bit more going on. But no, Spice World, no. I don't even know why they call it that. Because first off, catchy title, yeah, but it just only takes place in Britain. Nowhere else, that's it. You know, Spice Girls, the movie, they could just stuck with that. But now they had to make it Spice World. Like I said, if you're not into bubblegum pop or whatever, just pop music at all, you know, like Britney Spears, or, you know, or if you're a 90s kid like me, you know, you may still love this movie, or just like it. I can stand it, but I can only stand it to an extent, you know, when they start dancing and singing and talking about and, you know, and they talk about their personal lives, I'm just like, who cares? Nobody cares. I mean, just something interesting doesn't even happen in this movie, and it's that simple. You know, it shows them play a show, then the studio, the show, and then their friend, then another show at the end of the movie, and then at the end of the movie, they supposedly complain about their lines and stuff, and you can tell it's just an entire big setup. Now, the Pink Floyd movie, that one was more artistic. You know, he didn't have to say anything, which was the beauty of it. It was depressing. It had, you know, good acting. It had good music, because it's Pink Floyd. And then, you know, it was mostly inside his mind. And he flashes back to his childhood, and even that had better acting. And it had more emotion to it. You know, and you know, I guess they figured, well, Pink Floyd gets a movie, we can give the Spice Girls one. Because, you know what, I will admit this, I will say this, the Spice Girls was a humongous franchise. Humongous. They had CDs, dolls, so many different sets of dolls. To be honest, I thought they only came up with one type of set. No. And then, you know, they had posters, and they even had their own deodorant line at one point. I cannot believe that. I actually saw that when doing my research. And there was just so many, t-shirts. I can flash back to the day when when my third grade teacher, Miss Pave, was like, okay, Jesse, write about a movie that you like. I wrote about this. I had Spice Girl t-shirt on, and I stood up in front of the class like, all proud and shit. Now I'm looking back at it, and I'm like, I'm not so proud of that no more. But no, alright. Do I recommend this movie? Go for it. If you want to. One of my friends wanted to tie me to a chair and throw me out of his house because I just said the word Spice Girls. The words. Because some people just absolutely despise this type of thing, and I'm getting to that point, unfortunately. Like I said, nothing really happens in the movie. I give it 2 out of 10. And that's just me. And, you know, apparently, I mean, it did break box office records and everything, and it came out the same weekend as the Super Bowl, and just as many people saw that movie as they were watching the Super Bowl, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Where are they now? Oh, here's the thing. Victoria /Paul just still married to David Beckham, who has like 3 or 4 kids. Mel B is doing America's Got Talent. I said that earlier. Mel C did her own little thing or whatever, and I used to think she was the shit. And she did, what was it? A solo career, just like Emma did a solo career. Jerry, I don't even remember. I just remember when I was in Florida when I was little, and my sister said she was quitting. Later on that night, I went to a mall, and I swear it was like broadcasted all over that mall on every TV saying that she's leaving. So I don't even know what happened to her after that. I know she did a reunion tour with him, and that's it. Forgetting anyone? I don't think so. Well, that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you're just watching, shows like All That. I mean, they even were on All That, and that's like one of my favorite shows back in the day. And that just clicked with me, and I'm like, maybe I should do a Spice Girls World Review. And yeah, trust me, I know this isn't my greatest review either. But if you want to check it out, check it out. I just don't exactly recommend it unless you're looking to bring up memories, which is pretty much what I did. Other than that, this movie review is done, and I don't have my light gloves yet because I haven't bought any new ones yet because I lost my other ones. But I will say it will be to the soundtrack of a Serbian film. I love the dubstep that they used in the trailer, and I really want to do a show to that song. So, other than that, that's it. I'll catch y'all later.